Okay, welcome back to a quick renovation job. Here we've been tasked. We've got to remove and replace this cornice here. It's a 55mm cornice. I'll show you what it looks like. We've already chipped some off. It's called Victor Cove. Some old schoolers might know this stuff. Not sure if it's 55mm. Looks like something a little bit different. But anyway, this house was probably built about 50 years ago. And you'll see, I get a lot of criticism in my videos why the sheets don't go all the way to the ceiling and the walls, even if I haven't done the job myself. So we're gonna see what it was like 50 years ago, before I was born. Anyway, this is how we get rid of cornice anyway. We chip the top edge, chip the bottom edge. Normally it doesn't come away this easy as well. Okay. There's your cornice. We'll reuse that. And then once you've done that, just scrape that edge back. And sometimes you get nice and flat. Sometimes you might want to run the sander over it. And also you might want to just skim it over so that edge is nice. But pretty much cornice goes right where it was. But you can see the gaps here. Okay. Okay, it's not gaps here, but here there's a big gap. You know, it's not something I invented. Or it's not some shortcut that I personally take. So we'll take a bit more off. I'll get to the end for you. It's probably one of the worst jobs of the trade. Chipping cornice. And depending on the type of cornice cement used, some products are really difficult to remove. I've also had people in the comments say, well, you should square set anyway, just in case they decide to change their mind after. And that doesn't really happen. Make sure it's all smooth. And there's a few loose nails, so make sure they're in. You don't want to hit a nail with this. This is my favorite blade. It made a layer of me. It's pretty tight there. Normally there's a big gap. And it certainly doesn't get tapped. And I'll tell you why. In Australia, our fire regulations, residential, are different to America. So here, if someone's living next door like another dwelling, then there's like a firewall, there's like a fire standard. But if it's just between rooms in a dwelling, it doesn't have to be fire taped and everything like that. And in a firewall, you don't use glue. So maybe that's why the Americans and other places use more screws, whereas we use glue. But if we have if there's an apartment and then there's someone living above or next door, you don't use glue. You use a different kind of board and you use more screws. But anyway, we're going to clean this up. Maybe we'll show you how it turns out, but I just wanted to show you how we chip our cornice down, and that, you know, you do get gaps between here, even if the house is 50 years old. Okay, we've got all the cornice removed on this side now, as you can see. And now someone's put their foot through here. So we're going to actually replace a beer here And we're going to actually take this bit of cornice down too, right to the end, so we can get a good blend. And yeah, we're just going to chop out that here. So let's do that now. We've got our piece here, and I just did want to show you that there is that gap right there. Because when I showed you over there, it was tight, and I'm trying to demonstrate that it was put in 50 years ago and there's a gap. So I'll show you what we're doing here. Like to finish these cornices in gloss.
So even if you take it's not that it's going down and it's not going to come back, even with tape on it, because there's nothing binding the back edge together. No backslide.
Clean it up. Gotta make sure you get rid of this old cornice cement, or it's going to be sticking out. There's an old saying in plastering, it's better to be in than out. I don't know if that's a saying, but you can always add to it rather than take it off. We got to test a piece. So this piece, this is a different size, Jude.
I've said that.
So this was made a long time ago. It's very hard to get this size.
Is different.
This is probably,
Victor's a CSR.
I could probably look on the internet what size it was, but this is, as you can see, a lot smaller. That's why Eugene has got an issue over the side there. It's got to fix up. But we'll pretty much go like that and have that flat. We can make it look right. And then if you come over this area here, we come back around over here a little bit. I'm gonna just clean it up a little bit. A few years of drips have built up. So as long as that's in, that pretty much just goes boom like that. And then obviously you coat all of that up. That's like there, but that's how it goes. And then when you have to join a piece here, you cut one end this way and then another end that way, rather than just cutting it flat. I'll show you what happens when you cut it flat. If you look over there, Eugene's actually fixed it up. It's actually looking so much better.
Yeah.
But there was a straight flat butt joint there. One is bigger than the other one. Cornice is bigger than the other, so it's very hard to match. So just trying to make that look a little bit better for him. And that's kind of what we're dealing with today. So on this note, it really is goodbye. Thank you. Signing off.